enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and he's doing everything in his power to follow through.
Here we go.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Toss left side for ETN. Running free at the 45. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 35. And the Jaguars first down.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run the toss now to ETN. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 41. Now Lawrence now going to move him around.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
on 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
Handoff running left is ETN. Sheds off the tackle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A gain of 14. First down, Jacksonville.
Now Lawrence. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he's going to go down. They sack it back right around the 30. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
It's 3rd down.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It can change momentum in a big way.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
Right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Goff now looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now it's gone. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Lions, first down. First and 10.
To the air again. Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibbs. Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's Goff. That's complete right side. It's to Slaw. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the 7-yard line.
White 20.
Goff now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
White 20.
Goff. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's now.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Well, they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing it everyone saying, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's good.
Here's Lawrence.
First down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuckle rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Lawrence going to throw again. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, 69 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. These two teams all tied after 1. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it as we resume action.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27. Yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And this will wind up the Lions' first down as the tackle made at about the 38. They'll go again with Gibbs. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 35.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll try the air now with Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Back to throw. Goff. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Now you 3. Like 20. Hey, kill. Like 20.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Intercepted by the Jaguars. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence changing the play. That incomplete downfield to Thomas.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And goes for a gain of 31. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter.
ETN on the toss right. And the defense closes quickly there, and will get maybe a yard to the 33.
Down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's ETN.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, coach.
Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, 34 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Those Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
Hey, go!
Now Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here.
The kicker on for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll be out right at the 35.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey,
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A give to Etienne running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well of time there, and now 4th down.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
5, here we go. 180.
Out of the gun, Goff. That's complete to the Porter. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
87 A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 14-yard line.
Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
180.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. second touchdown of the game. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne.
Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 18-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our... Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
180! Hold on. Check. What's that?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Louis.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
First down 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
15 yards. That's good for a Jaguars.
Now Lawrence to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The quick slant caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. An audible here to get a new look.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. He'll try to do it himself. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
11. 180.
After the interception, here's gone. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
In 2nd and inches at the 10-yard line.
Ric Flair.
Here's gone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
Now gone. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Real quick, whole squad on that rail. 0-200, real quick.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
And they'll run with ETN. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Detroit getting set to go now. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Hey, 20. Hold on. Check.
Here's Gall. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
1st down.
Whirling.
1st and 10 at the 46.
There's Gall. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Just beating the play clock is gone. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check. 120. Ric Flair. 17. Value 1. Turbo's up.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Go. Hold on. 180. Ric Flair. Hey, let's go. Hey, Shell. Maverick Wall. Cornell. Hey, lift. Super one.
Again, gone. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. A good pickup there on 20 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these 2 have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
He'll go right back to St. Brown. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st down and gone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jaguars 14.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And Lawrence going to move him around a bit. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
16 yards.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had it.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. That is caught by Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit! 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting to matter.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
19 yards. And a Jaguar 1st down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he's brought down. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Another Jaguars 1st down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Jaguars.
Now Lawrence. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Again, it's Lawrence. Now he's going to step up and run. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A give running right, ETN. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Detroit's offense ready to take over. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Goff now looking to throw. That's complete to the portal. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
31 yards. That's good for a Lions first down.
Now it's Goff. That's to the tight end, the portal. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 22.
Goff now throw. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And the Jags are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The Jags offense and Brian Thomas getting set to take over once more. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of... And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this throw incomplete. Like a defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And 10.
And Lawrence now going to move him around.
Take right open.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
It's a gain of 20.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That will be their third and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. But to throw again is Lawrence. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Lawrence sacked. A loss of a yard.
Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Lawrence's pass.
Brian Thomas from 4 yards out.
Touchdown.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26. Yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
180. Mavericks, 12.
Goff going to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, go. Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. After the interception, here's Goff. St. Brown has it near the sideline. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Goff going to move his guys around a bit.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
8 yards on the pickup.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. A call on Lockers. Whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
20. 4 down. What's that?
Gone. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Now for the point after. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line.
Automatic first down.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Here's Lawrence.
Now he'll take this and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Jaguars.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides competed.